Alrighty, Tapu, you ready? Radiant Tapu, Radiant Tapu, Tapu Howl.
All right. Well, I guess since I'm done with this, I'll get out of voice chat.
You can say
Thanks
if you
for
want.
letting me on.
It's
I
okay.
feel weird that I can't see the match, but
Hold
hope
on.
I helped you out at least a little bit with the matchup. I know I'm not as skilled as some of the people that you bring on here, but hope you had fun.
No, you did great, man. And yeah, it's one of those things I think about in the bathroom where it's like I might not be paying much attention right now, like as much as I should be, but at least the footage is there, so I can watch it back later, and that's going to be really helpful. And
Yeah, no, yeah, I wasn't. To be honest, I was honestly more focused on like helping the stream just stay entertaining than I was like, yeah. So here's my optimals.
yeah,
Oh, here's the thing I
yeah,
should do against Scizor. I just kind of played and tried to carry the stream a little bit,
yeah, yeah.
so that
No,
at least when YouTube is watching it or whatever, that it's like not the most boring thing ever.
yeah, yeah, and yeah, that's one of the things I like to do is like, yeah, I want to, because I'm not a very technical person, so I want to make sure things are at least entertaining, because
Yeah.
and entertaining fighting games are like the best, man. That's why I always want to
Yeah.
be. I want to be a bootleg Gootecks and Micross.
Hey man, you can take that mantle. Cross Counter has not uploaded anything for like several months.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, if you look at the Cross Counter YouTube page, I believe actually Excellent Adventures finally ended, and his last episode was with James Chen and Sherry Jennings of all people.
Oh, wow. I Sherry Jennings is cool to me because I like seeing her around because she at CEO 2014 back when I was still playing Street Fighter 4. My
Hmm.
second match where I got eliminated from the tournament was, oh no, it was, yeah, it was my second. My first match was against a fucking, what's it called, El Fuerte, and I had no idea what to
Yeah.
do, and I got bodied super hard. But then my second match was on stream against Sherry Jennings, and
Nice.
at the time I didn't know who that was, and I was playing DeCapri and she was playing Crimson Viper, so that was how that went.
Oh, oh, nice. I forgot you
Yeah,
played Viper. Yeah.
yeah. I tried playing
No,
Viper
it's always...
1.2. She's crazy.
Viper is crazy, but Viper appealed to me because of that exact craziness. And then I just played Sagat, and yeah, that happened. I played Sagat. The funny thing was, I would have the issue where sometimes, for whatever reason, I would be I discovered Kara canceling by accident because half the time I would do like a Tiger Shot, but for the light kick on light Tiger Shot, and then I would do forward light kick.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I
We
had
go for man normal.
yeah, I Sagat was really fun and I wanted to main him at one point, but it um I wasn't good at spacing things, and my execution wasn't like fast enough to do some of his cooler stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
I
I get it.
I ended up playing Rose in the end because Rose you could get by with your two hit combo, your low medium into Soul Spiral. Um,
Yeah. Now sometimes I that during that like Street Fighter 4 was around that phase of my life in fighting games where I accidentally would pick like stupidly technical characters, but I wouldn't want to stop playing them because they looked cool.
yeah,
Like I could have picked up an easier team in Marvel, but instead I picked Dante as my second character. And then I also made life harder for myself by picking Tron as my point.
yeah. I liked Spider Man
I
and
had a Kuma on Anchor. I had a Kuma on Anchor because, like, okay, I need something easy. But besides X Factor level 3 Akuma being, like, Fisher Price combos, everything else I just was needlessly hard.
yeah. I don't even remember who my original. I think my original team was I wanted to do Team Trenchcoat, so I did like Dante, Wesker, Virgil.
Trench coat.
Yeah. But what was really
Such a
weird was
good.
like eventually I like Spider Man because I like Spider Man in general.
Yeah,
Um, but Spider Man's execution's way too fast for me. Like I can't do it. Like
it
I
is.
I can't even do his Spider Sting follow up a lot of the time. Is how bad my hands are. um,
Yeah, no, I feel you on that exact thing.
so I was playing Nemesis Spider Man Ghost Rider for a while, and that was like surprisingly
Mm.
fun. And then I switched to I switched to Captain America, Iron Man, Super Skrull, and that team actually worked really well for some reason.
Yeah, no, I eventually like after Tron Bonne was like the worst decision I've ever made in my life. I ended up picking I picked I remember it was Captain America, I forgot who else, and then Akuma, because Tatsu Assist goes through literally everything ever made.
Yeah.
And that team worked out really well because every time you hit an incoming mix-up, you were just allowed to do cartwheel into their corner and then just cross them up.
Yeah. A lot of people
Also,
have been...
X Factor level 1 damage is the funniest thing ever with Iron Man. Iron Man could just kill off of like back throw because why not?
Nice. I've been seeing a lot of people on Twitter talking about how they miss Marvel 3 as a spectator sport. Like, not even for playing. Everybody just misses
Yeah, I
watching
remember
Marvel
it
3.
was yeah, I saw Yozohie's thread on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Marvel 3 is always really fun to watch, but I think also towards the end, we sadly, I think, like Ryan LV is really cool and he's a great player for playing Chun, but the second he discovered that connection into Morrigan Infinite, we started going back to the Morridoom Shell era,
Yeah.
and people didn't like that, and I think, in my opinion, Marvel 3 ended at a good place with that.
Yeah, I remember being at CEO 2014 and like right when, Marvel was starting to slow down and like
Mm-hmm.
I was fucking tired of it. I didn't want to watch the fucking thing. I think I went to the bathroom through part of Marvel's. Oh no, I didn't. I went there before it started, I think. And that's right. I ran into Smug going to the bathroom and I was like, "Oh, hey, Smug."
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow, right before he got his PhD,
Yeah.
Dr. Smuggles.
But I mean, I was very thankful to Marvel at that tournament particularly because they saved the schedule. Because Melee took yeah, I punished the slide. That was fucking crazy. I am paying attention, by the way. I'm not just like sandbagging. I am paying attention to the fucking match. But Melee took 4 hours for their fucking top 8.
Yeah. Yeah, Melee takes an eternity.
Because not only did they have their 8
I know
minute
people
timer,
also
huh?
well, yeah, not only do they have their 8-minute timer, but it's CEO and you're in Florida, so you have to deal with every player in Florida, such as Hungrybox or Blea Jello or literally anyone.
Yeah. Well, no, it was that they were coaching between sets. Like they took like 5 minutes to coach between every set.
It was before the coaching ban. Yeah.
Yeah. So and that's probably a lot of why it happened because I heard that happened the year after as well. But Jabali put a timer up on the screen.
Yeah, no, it was that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was literally because of the coaching errors and like Smash took so long because of coaching that it ended up banning coaching across every game because of that.
Yeah, and I remember Jabali put a timer up on the screen. He's like, "You have 30 seconds to pick a character and go." And so the two fucking players, I don't remember who they were, but they picked their character, started the match, and then hit pause and went back to character select and like fucking scammed it. And I was so pissed off. Like I was mad for Jabali, and he was fucking furious.
Yeah. No. The real one that I remember has always pissed people off is like the one that we really haven't put a timer on in the Smash community is also like hand warmers.
Yeah.
Because like it'll be top 8. Mewtwo King will play 8 games. Mewtwo King will play 4 games in a row through losers finals, but he will still take 3-minute hand warmers on every single one of them.
Yeah.
Like it's gotten to the point where just Mewtwo King hand warmers are just a meme in themselves.
That's kind of
like he'll take 3 stocks off a dude, and it'll be like he'll take 3 stocks off a dude, and he'll still be practicing his wave dashes, and it'll be like, yo, is this a match or not?
Yo, you see how much meter that stole from her? That's crazy. Oh wow. Yeah, I fucking robbed that round. So that's 1-1. That was
You're
crazy.
playing guard?
No, I'm playing Mewtwo.
No, like, are you playing against guard?
No, Shadow Mewtwo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I managed. She went for homing and committed to it, and I went for my burst, and I thought she was going to hop over it because of Mewtwo's weird homing properties, but it's only the second one that hops. And so I caught her, and not only did it do, like, Shadow Mewtwo damage, but it also absorbed, like, almost her entire synergy meter.
Oof.
Yeah, I thought you were off the ground, too. That's why I was like, what? But, Interesting.
Yeah, no, you're not off the ground because that's the only reason that Machampa submission punish works.
Also, the how I won the first round was I fucking fire punched her slide in burst.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's frame data. Then again, I've air grabbed Lucario 2Y. This game makes no sense, but we love it.
Most of us.
Yeah.
It's always funny in chat when people. Oh, that's weird that like wall splatted me. It's weird when people like you're in chat and everyone just goes like, "Yeah, man, Pokken sucks," and it's like, "Oh, all right." Like I think I think that like delete Decidueye is hilarious because Decidueye is like fucking stupid.
Yeah.
But like when people are just like, "Yeah, this game's really trash. I just play it because whatever. I just play it because my favorite Pokemon's in it or whatever." Oh fuck! I shouldn't have tried to fire punch that. But yeah, it's just like I don't know.
Yeah, no, I kind of feel bad that still like despite like a lot of the stuff in the Pokken community, you can mention Pokken at most tournaments and people will laugh it out.
Yeah.
Like you'll see someone like Bum or Biscuit re-streaming the Evo announcements, and I remember when the Evo announcement came on for Pokken, like people like Biscuits and all were just like laughing the game out like crazy.
Yeah.
And anyone else who watching was just like, yo, what the hell, Pokken?
Mm-hmm. The one that's always weird to me is I was watching Numb Nexus and Sacred doing their some of their randomized like their egg locks and wonder locks and stuff. And I was watching them, and it's always weird when Nexus talks about Pokken because he's like, "Oh man, I miss Pokken. I wish it had lasted." I'm like, you have such an audience, and like
still there.
Like
it's
if you,
still there.
Yeah,
you could revive it like right now.
Yeah, he could just start like recording. Oh, mine fucking the end of my JY hop.
Not even just he can start recording. Like even as the Switch came out and even as DX released, I would still be able to just hop onto my Wii U and find a couple games pretty easily.
Yeah.
So like Pokken isn't really dead. It's just that people choose not to play it.
Yeah, I think I actually messaged him back during the Pokken Evo drive, where I was like, Nexus, please, we need your audience, we need the clout, Nexus.
Clout.
Oh fuck, that was rough. Good games though, Radiant. Unless you want to play another one against Scizor, because I mean, I don't really. There's no time limit on this.
I felt really bad during the donation drive because there were so many games that I really wanted to get in.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Like I didn't know which one to donate my money for. It was like, shit, I could donate to Skullgirls, but I could also donate to KI.
Yeah.
But I could donate to Pokken, and it was really weird.
I remember I was like taken aback by Silva put in $100 for the Evo drive. And I was like, she worked at fucking Office Depot. Like, she wasn't rolling in the cash. Like Roxo dumped however much. He put like 1,600 in there or something. But Roxo saved his money, and he had like, you know, he had stores, and like he explained kind of a little bit of where that came from at one point. But yeah, I didn't expect Silva to just drop $100 on it like that. Like, I didn't know she cared that much, and I didn't know she had that kind of money to just throw around.
I only dropped 5. I felt really bad. I dropped 5 into like. I felt really bad. I was gonna donate a lot to like a single game, but instead I used the Google Chrome trick and I donated like $10 to like each game I cared about.
Yeah, I put 75 into Pokken right at the end because it was one of those things where I didn't have a whole lot of money either, and
it
I
was
like,
so close that you could have.
Yeah, I was like, I really shouldn't do this just because like, you know, financially doesn't make sense for me to, but like. It's for my game, man, and I'll have that guilt forever if we fail because I didn't. Oh God.
Yeah, I get you. No, that's why I did it. Like, I did it for Pokken because I love Pokken, but I also did it to Skullgirls because I'm pretty much just contractually obligated to support that game. I supported its Kickstarter and everything.
Yeah.
I also feel really bad that, speaking of Kickstarters, that freaking Cerebral failed in its Kickstarter. Yeah, it did. It didn't even make it, like, to 50%. Which really sucked. Because I actually, like, I got refunded, but I was, like, so dedicated to this that, like, when the Kickstarter came out, I had like some money saved up, and I literally donated to the highest tier that I could in order to even get the vinyl soundtrack of Cerebral, because freaking 2 Mellow worked on it, and I'm like, I really want this. I
Yeah.
want this to succeed, and then it didn't.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing I've ever donated to on Kickstarter or anything like that is Indivisible, and I'm glad to see
Yeah.
that that's at least doing really well. So
Oh, dude, that's great. I still absolutely adore it, and I'm super happy that it's even doing really well.
that
I'm
was it.
also really surprised that that even
Fuck.
that Kino Cakes and some of the Lab Zero team
Yeah,
also have had time to help out with the Sonic Mania shorts.
yeah. Well, I know her husband did work on one of them.
Yeah. No, her husband. No, her husband Tyson Heese is the main animator behind all of the Sonic Mania shorts.
Oh, that's right.
It's
That's
just
right.
that he's gotten. Yeah, it's just that he's gotten her to help out with some of them actually.
Isn't he the guy who made Nipples the Enchilada?
Yes, he is.
Yeah. Good.
He
Good.
he went from Nipples the Echidna to
The Sonic Mania.
screw it.
Yeah.
We have formed the ultimate animation couple. Their child will be the next coming of Picasso.
Also, I just want to say that combo that Radiant did, I kind of exclaimed a little bit when she did it, but
Gino is freaking out now.
yeah. Fucking.
Gino's freaking out. Like Gino's freaking out. Like it's funny. Nipple the Tyson Heese reaction of like, yo, Nipples the enchilada is like the same reaction I get whenever I tell people about like hey, so do you guys remember Neil Cicierga? And then everybody wonders who Neil is, and then I tell them that it's like, oh yeah, he did Puppet Pals and
Oh, did he?
Ultimate Showdown of Legend. Yeah, Neil
Oh.
Cicierga, he did Puppet Pals, and then he did Brody Quest and Ultimate
Oh,
Showdown
yeah,
of
yeah.
Legendary Legends and all
So
those stuff.
I know about
And
Brody
people-
Crest and
And
the.
every time I tell people that, yeah, and every time I tell people that, it's just like they keep wondering. It's like, how is this the same guy? Shut up! You're just naming random internet culture pieces
Yeah.
in order to bait my nostalgia.
Yeah, no, I knew about the Ultimate Showdown thing. I didn't know he did Puppet Pals or the other one. What was the other one you said?
Brody Quest.
Oh, Brody Quest. Yeah, yeah. But I just found out Brody Quest like a couple months ago. But
Yeah.
yeah, I do want to say that combo Radiant did on the wall with the counterattack into the JY, like the single hit of JY into the 8YY. That was fucking awesome. I love when Shadow Mewtwo's use their counterattack in combos. It's so cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because not a lot of characters get to do that.
I always wanted to play. Yeah, no, I've always wanted to play Shadow Mewtwo, but every time I do, I realize that especially the real reason that I play Machamp, besides him being just really satisfying to play, is that I have a lot of health, so I can make a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Shadow Mewtwo makes me realize that I make so many mistakes in neutral and also just die a lot to RPS because Pokken, that it's like, I can't play this character. I'm not good enough to play neutral.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I have that a lot too, and especially just every time I try to pick up Shadow Mewtwo, I have a really hard time getting used to his buttons.
Yeah.
Especially because I play Mewtwo, so like, it's awkward for me sometimes.
So you're used to regular Mewtwo buttons, yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's always weird that like I'm always
Fuck.
like I don't play in enough tournaments. Obviously, I don't play in enough tournaments to where I should care about it. But like, there's a lot of times where I'm playing Machamp, and I'm kind of just like kicking myself because I feel like, man, my other two mains are characters that are way higher on the tier list and objectively better matchup spreads, and I still play Machamp every single time.
Yeah, I mean that's me with
Like, I could-
Mewtwo.
Yeah. No, like I could pick up Pika Libre and just press buttons and face roll my way to victory, or I could play Lucario and just piss people off by playing good neutral. But I just choose to play Machamp every time. I wasn't even inspired by anyone playing Machamp. I just like picked up Machamp and I said I'm gonna keep playing.
Yeah. That was really sick burst exhaust grab, by the way. And I also just dashed into those fucking electro balls. But yeah, no, I have the same thing where it's like, I'm over here saying like, oh, should I play Scizor for the Machamp matchup? But it's like I should just play Mewtwo for the everyone matchup. But that's not how I roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I had a good time playing Pika Libre, and I literally even found, like, Pika Libre clicked with me so fast that I found, like, Optimals, like, day one, and I'm like, damn, this is a good character. And I just dropped it when I found out that I could combo into Air Grab, because I'm an idiot who misses Tatsunoko versus Capcom Alex.
Yeah. Oh, it's so sick. Oh, I did it. I anti-air with the Scizor burst.
Nice.
Yeah, Tatsunoko's great, man. That's where I found out about Tekkaman Blade. And D-Boy.
Yeah.
His name's D-Boy because he's dangerous. Fuck.
It's funny, Tatsunoko versus Capcom is still alive in Japan, but they play the arcade version, which is like a way worse game than the American version.
Yeah.
Because the Japanese version, like, literally every character in the game has multiple infinites. Meanwhile, there's, like, I want to say there's only 4 confirmed infinites in Tatsunoko versus Capcom.
Yeah. Also, I want to say
There's
that on
the
that one, on that block string, I was holding shield waiting for the Miracle Eye grab so I could 8x it, and then it just never happened. And I was like, I should anti-air something now. And then for some reason, my anti-air decision was I should Metal Claw. And I don't know why that. So, that was rough on my part.
No, I feel you. It's fine. Sometimes I say, like, I'm going to anti-air. I'm not confident in the hitbox of my 8Y. I'm going to do heavy slam.
Yeah. Well, I'm playing Scizor. My 8Y is gigantic. I don't get any damage off of it, but it's going to do what it needs to do.
Yeah.
Should I use fucking Mimikyu? I guess. Maybe. I never use Mimikyu.
Same.
I just
But
like
yeah, I
Ray
know, like, in Tatsunoko, the only 4 infinites I know are, there's the Frank West infinite, which is where you cancel launcher into command grab, and then like into another move, and because of the way that the command grab hits, it's untechable or whatever, and you do an infinite there. And then there's another one with Saki where she does her charge shot, but only the medium version, but it is like tool assisted levels of difficult. And then there's the Alex infinite, but it's only doable in like the corner. And it's not really an infinite, but you could do it long enough that it kills someone before they even build the bar. And then there's the Morgan infinite, but it is like actual tool assisted levels of execution. You have to do like instant dash, jump heavy or jump medium, and you have to do that forever.
By all accounts, I should be dead. Oh no. Oh, I'm a fool. What? I can literally 8x in any direction, and I went back into the pillar.
It reminds you of home.
I guess so. No, I couldn't counter fast enough. Fuck. Alright. Yeah, there's a pillar behind me and Shadow Mewtwo in front of me, and I was like, 8x backwards. It's the only way.
What's the worst Shadow Mewtwo's gonna do? Dash up grab?
2Y. And
God, that was my only gimmick. That was my only gimmick when playing Shadow Mewtwo. It's just like, oh, did you whiff a combo with 6Y? Miracle Eye the pillar and just go for double dash grab. And it worked every time.
Did I just make myself unsafe? The fuck?
Oh. Yeah, that's Scizor for you. Sometimes you just make yourself unsafe.
Did she just grab punish my safe move? The
Damn.
god? Oh fuck. God. When you successfully do moves as Scizor and get punished for it.
Nice.
We switch back to Blastoise, because honestly, I don't know the Shadow Mewtwo matchup as like any character. No matter how many times I learn it, I never really know it. And especially as Blastoise, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah. No, I know everyone. I remember ever since like the beginning of Pokken, people always say like, "Oh, Machamp wins the Shadow Mewtwo matchup 6-4," but like every day that Pokken passes, that becomes more and more untrue.
Should I try Shandy versus Shadow Mewtwo?
I don't know. I don't know anything about Shandy, man. All I know about Shandy is that I lose to Shandy.
Because I told Shy Guy Tai a while ago, like 2 months ago. No, 3 months ago, because that was the last time we had Kapka. Thanks by the way, Kapka. I told him I was going to work on my Shandy, because I had to fight Lakenzu because it was a round robin thing. He's playing Scizor, and I am of the opinion that the Scizor Chandelure matchup is 9-1 in Chandelure's favor, and so I wanted to do that just to meme on him. And so I had Ty run me through what I needed to know real quick. And I almost won, which is really depressing. That, like that's just because I'm bad and I hadn't practiced Chandelure. But having not played Chandelure in, like, half a year and then got a rundown real quick before the match and didn't practice any of it and then almost won the match, like, yeah, that match was fucking awful.
Yeah. Yeah, I get you.
And that was also when he was shocked when I started jumping after his bullet punch things, and he was like, "Whoa, you jumped!" And I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Nobody jumps." I'm like, "Yeah, I know. We all told them to, but nobody does it."
I mean, yeah, Machamp breathes on you and you die, and that was like kind of the thing that like made everyone think like, "Hey, this matchup's like 7-3 in Machamp's favor," but like every day just more and more facts come out about Shadow Mewtwo and more tech is developed. Because Shadow Mewtwo is just more technical that like I could get that hit on you, but like Shadow Mewtwo has more chances to get a hit and then keep getting hits. So like I get why the matchup has been considered in Machamp's favor, but like I think a lot more because of like the skill ceiling that Shadow Mewtwo has. It's just easier to say that like Shadow Mewtwo will inevitably come out as better, even if it's only like slightly in Shadow Mewtwo's favor because of the way that Machamp works.
By all accounts, I should be dead. Also. This reminds me of the fucking. This is probably a joke for no one, but whenever I do that, it reminds me of the Twin Perfect Silent Hill HD collection review when they do their Masahiro Ito voice. It's like, "This is really final version, so poor." Fuck. Why did I try to Rapid Spin Vortex? This is one of those things where it's like fighting Gardevoir for me, where it's like, it hurts my brain and I can't think for some reason.
Gardevoir is not a character that hurts my brain, but I think that because I play a Gardevoir main like literally every single of my life that I've played Pokken, like that matchup is just so ingrained in me that it's like, okay, I know this, and my brain kind of shuts off and I play more subconsciously because I know the matchup so well. I feel bad because I underestimate like every single Gardevoir because I'm like, oh yeah, I know this.
I think that like 60% of my time on the Wii U was dedicated to playing with Day Skill, so I should know better. But I legit, I'm so awful at the Gardevoir matchup.
Yeah, I would either play against Day Skill or like other people that I know, and it just so happened that a lot of my friends who played Pokken, even in the short time that they would play, they all played like zoner characters. Literally my worst matches, but still, even when I play like high level play, I just still I'm it's still bad. Like all the experience in a world can't fix a bad matchup.
Oh god. Oh god. Yeah, I destroyed your S-class projectile. What you gonna do about it, punk? It just sucks. Like I don't like, especially as Blastoise. I don't know what to do because like that's a punish. Because where I would normally want to hang out and do my thing, I can't because of fucking pillar.
Hmm.
Oh wow, I went underneath the flamethrower. That's crazy. And then there's the burst again. Oh Christ. Oh, the time. I can't believe that I lost every exchange during that and I still almost won. Because I'm just so fat.
Yeah, that's that. See, that's the problem with That's also the problem with Shadow Mewtwo. That's why. That's why I didn't feel like. That's why. That's the real problem I think people always have with Shadow Mewtwo and why there aren't more mains. Is like you could play smarter but lose because you have so little health.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, me, I can play dumb and win because I have such high health and damage.
I feel like I want to mess with another character, but I don't know who. I'm gonna bring out my whack-ass Garchomp again. It's time. I'm gonna run attack buff Garchomp.
Oh.
Because attack buff dig does the same as crit and burst, where it launches.
Nice.
I don't have a combo off of dig, but this is what I've decided to do myself.
I saw dig was there. I don't know what the combo off of it.
I know what it is, but I can't do it.
Ah, okay.
Because it's just the instant air drill thing, like normal. What the fuck? Okay. Does Garchomp's forward Y destroy projectiles? Oh god.
No, I don't think so. I know it goes under a lot more mid moves or like highs. Or does it break? No, okay, but Champ, I think Garchomp 4Y breaks like low projectiles now, does it?
Oh no.
I think it was low projectile.
Is that punishable? Oh no. Wait, I can punish that. Oh fuck, I'm so stupid. Oh no, I'm so stupid. I could have punished her after the slash. Oh god.
Oh.
Because, yeah, I don't know if you've seen that, but for Garchomp against Shadow Mewtwo now, if they do slash into Vortex, you can dig after the slash and punish the Vortex.
Oh, okay.
Not just avoid it, you punish it.
Nice.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. Garchomp is like a character I would love to play more, but A, my execution's bad, and B, I cannot play the neutral. Like, I don't understand neutral as Garchomp.
Yeah, I get that.
I did a combo, though. That's cool. Oh, no. It does destroy projectiles. That's awesome.
Oh,
no.
okay.
Fuck. Okay, can't punish the fucking dive kick. Oh, no. It's okay, I'm Garchomp.
Also,
Fat.
I feel weird asking this, but like, what happened that all of a sudden, like, everyone in the Southeast Discord just kind of went quiet?
It is a complicated answer.
I guess.
Oh, fuck.
It just so happened that like all of a sudden like everything just like went silent.
Yeah. Yeah, it was really weird, and I've kind of thought about it before. Oh, that was the wrong one. That wasn't the safe one. I kind of thought about it before, trying to figure out what exactly happened. Because yeah, everyone just kind of vanished.
Yeah.
And I mean, for me, a lot of why I went away was when Lakenzu came back. Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
and so I just couldn't deal with being there anymore. Um, and I think that a lot of people left with me because we all had another server that we all kind of hung out in. We had Gino's other server, and so we ended up talking there more than in the other chat. And without me, Gino, Silva, Horndrill, and all those people, the other guys like Axel Abe and Corey kind of just left.
Yeah.
I can't believe
I
that
know.
push.
I know. Chris had his complications. Snuffy had his complications, and then Swillow just started playing other fighting games more.
Yeah, he got really frustrated with Pokken, and especially with every new patch not really doing what he wanted it to do. And so then, yeah, he switched to Dragon Ball. But now he's tired of Dragon Ball too.
Yeah. And then I guess Goon left somewhere. I don't know.
Goon plays Dragon Ball now too.
Yeah.
Fuck. And Madluck actually started hanging out more once everyone was gone, but now he's not playing Dragon Ball either, so...
Yeah, and then and now I know like Six Tennis and a lot of people are focused on like other games. Like everyone's focused on building up the Blade Strangers community now.
Yeah, and that's where Six only plays Scizor, and he only fucks with Blade Strangers. And he doesn't check the Southeast Discord at all. Like me, I'm the only one who checks it, and Storybook occasionally pops in and says something once, and then like goes to do other things.
To be honest, I check it just about every day, but I kind of wait for somebody to say something. But I always appear like right after chat actually goes down.
Yeah. Yeah, I forget to look at it a lot of the time, and like, I know Lakenzu just posted something in there about some tournament in Florida.
Yeah,
hey, you can play whoever you want.
it was in Orlando.
Yeah, something Orlando is having a thing. So.
Orlando 9.
Yeah, and I don't know what that is, and it would have been nice if he had posted an event page, but I guess I can look it up later, but I haven't gotten around to it.
Well, the thing is, it's not an event page. He doesn't have an event page because because Orlando 9 isn't a tournament. It's a game developer conference.
Oh, okay.
It just so happens to be that he got a friend to let him run some Pokken there.
Yeah. And I mean, that's cool and all. And like Fumu sent me a thing recently where somebody is starting some kind of thing in Orlando. Some lady and her husband are starting up a new esports lounge and they want to have Pokken.
Yeah.
But it's just like Orlando Pokken. The last local that we had here for Kapka had 5 people. And I think it was 5 people. It was me, Shy Guy Tai, Lakenzu, Dark Aura, and UD, and was it just 4 or was Pickler there? I can't remember. But yeah, it was like 4 or 5 people at our last local, and that's Central Florida, like in a nutshell. Because six can never come to things, and Obscure is always busy with work, and Silva's here now, but Silva was busy with work at the time.
Silva lived closer to here, but anyway.
Yeah.
So she could go to Orlando.
Oh no, she lives in Orlando now, so.
Yeah, she does now, but I remember even back then, like I'm an hour away from I was an hour away from, like, that's still like at least a 2.5, 3 hour drive to Orlando. And then yeah, I feel bad because like even that's kind of how it's been even here in South Scene because Versus just doesn't have a lot of players anymore, and especially because all of our players, like most of South Florida, quit when Suicune Master stopped being the god, and then after that, just things happen. People dropped the game, and now people who are playing the game have just been busy, so we don't have as much stuff. We tried having flippers, but like flippers just hasn't been in a great place. And so like I know now people are trying to use the East Coast gaming place or whatever.
Yeah.
Like that's even even I think as I don't know if you even are still in that server anymore, but the Florida Arms Discord, we're trying to make something at East Coast Gaming now.
Yeah, I'm still in there, but I never check it because a lot of times that was my like. So when I leave my computer at night, I don't really turn it off a lot of the time. So I'll just kind of leave a server open that doesn't get used, so that it doesn't eat my notifications from my phone. And that was the server I used to use for that because I could leave it in general chat and like no messages would come through, like
Yeah,
for months and months. So
it's been picking up recently because I guess yeah, just Mario 119 and Linkable and everybody
yeah.
has been doing that.
And I feel bad because I remember Linkable came to my last ARMS stream, and we had a lot of fun, and I learned a lot of things. But I don't know why I just haven't had any drive to play ARMS recently.
Yeah, I think also like
Oh fuck.
I think the thing is with ARMS is like ARMS is really fun, but like it's also, and I guess it's also the reason that ARMS never really caught on as a big like franchise is like ARMS is really fun. ARMS on your own just doesn't leave you a lot to do though.
Well, there's that, and there's the fact that like it's been mentioned before, but the ARMS community is largely locked to online. Like there isn't stuff to travel to, and people don't put in the effort like Pokken players do to force local things to happen, and so local things don't happen. And
also like ARMS was the first game on this. I think was ARMS came before Pokken, right?
yeah, long before.
So ARMS was like the first game to force like the Switch at locals.
Yeah.
Because literally no other game needed the Switch. Nobody knew how to work the Switch. Nobody knew how to get the online working stable.
Yeah.
Nobody knew what format to put it in. Then I think also a big problem for the ARMS community, like we couldn't decide on a rule set.
Yeah, which I thought was
like half. Yeah, it sucked because like half the country was using custom, but
yeah, that I remember being really frustrated.
I know in your region you guys were using like defaults all the time.
Yeah, well, I never went to any events, but I was just really frustrated in the ARMS General, like back when ARMS General was a thing. I remember being really fucking pissed off and having like almost shouting matches with people because they were like, no, customs, the game isn't fun without customs. And I'm like, first of all, that's fucking stupid. Second of all, what do tournaments run? And they're like, defaults. And I'm like, okay, so if the official events are going to run defaults, why are you trying to learn a format you're not going to play? And so like that was a factor. And I'm just, and like the guy's like, well, it's not, you want me to play the fucking Twin Tail matchup as Lollipop without customs? That's impossible. I'm like, Ryu doesn't get to change his normals because he loses a matchup. Like, fucking learn the matchup or pick a secondary. These characters all have almost the same movesets that just have different character skills. And I'm like, just learn another fucking character. Like, I play 4 characters in that game.
Yeah, and also the problem really was that, like, was like all tight-knit as it is in literally any other game.
Yeah.
Because, like, while the USA was having all of its shouting matches, the entirety of Japan just played custom. And there was no real arguments, and at EVO Japan, we all played custom.
Yeah. But see, the boring thing about that is everyone's complaining that, like, ARMS is boring without...
The problem was, like...
Huh?
What were you saying?
I was going to say that I remember that one tournament, all of top 8 was like, Kid Cobra with the buff or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, that's not very exciting. But yeah, I don't know.
I mean, but we all thought that when when Max Brass came out that he was going to be like the only character ever picked.
Yeah. And I remember back when he came out, everybody played with him for about 20 minutes and went, yeah, he sucks, he's trash. And then me and Swilla were sitting here like, are you fucking insane? This is the best character in the game. And it turned out...
he was the best character.
Yeah.
I played him also for 10 minutes, and I'm like, no, shut up, this is the best character ever in ARMS.
Yeah.
And then everyone now, I even look even at like the ARMS like Reddit community, and like all of his ARMS are consistently ranked as like top tier ARMS.
Well, even out of customs, I remember asking Linkable in the chat. I just ate one of the riffs. I forgot I could do that. I asked Linkable in chat, I'm like, who's top 3 in this game? And he goes, the 3 deflect characters. It's Max Brass, Springman, and Springtron. And I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. Like we all said.
It wasn't even that. It wasn't even that like the deflex characters were top tier. It was also just like Max Brass's arms were just so good.
Yeah.
Like that punch, like his default, like just his default punch was like it's the best version of that arm.
Yeah, the roaster.
No, it wasn't even the roaster. It was the buff. I think it was called the buff.
No, he had Nade and the Whammer and then the Kablammer.
And then he had but then he had one that looked like the roaster, but it's even better.
Oh yeah, I forget. Yeah, it has a different name.
Yeah.
No, it is roaster because Springman's is toaster.
Oh, okay, it's a roaster. Okay.
Yeah.
I keep confusing it with toaster.
Yeah.
But yeah, that like even nowadays that arm is consistently ranked as top tier. But though I hear nowadays also that people like the higher rank arms community, especially online, they consistently think that Springman is overvalued by low level players and is actually just a scrub killer.
No.
People actually like the type like I see people in like whenever I see like the arms community polls, like lower level players consistently rank Springman as top tier, but everyone consistently ranks him as like a mid tier.
Yeah, well, it's like you can go back and watch videos where me and my brother are playing, and there's times where I switch characters because it's like I can't fucking hit you. Like I'm trying to just play the match.
No. I remember I would play. Yeah. I would play you and Ursus as a Springtron and Masengo.
Yeah, and I'm just like, wow, I'm trying to have a good time, but I can't fucking hit you. And like he really requires you to slow down and focus like really hard to beat like good or even even intermediate Springman. And Springtron is fucking amazing. I had a lot of fun with Springtron.
No, yeah, Springtron. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, you meant Springman was top tier. No, Springtron is consistently ranked as a scrub killer, while Springman is like consistently ranked as like the best in the game, top 3.
Doing these Scizor combos. Yeah. Oh no, I was gonna do that to you.
Arms has always been... yeah, Arms has always been fun, but I've realized like not only has it been like the community's kind of fractured online, but like I've realized more and more as I pitch this game to people, Arms is a game that everyone enjoys like crazy when they're playing it, but nobody enjoys the investment of having Arms.
Yeah. And I feel like Pokken's kind of the same too, where it's like when everybody's playing Pokken, they go, wow, this is really fun. And then the next day you ask them, hey, want to play Pokken? And they're like, It's like people like the idea.
It's not that like, hey, do you want to play?
Yeah.
It's more just like, okay, you show it off to people who like don't have a Switch, or like they do have a Switch but they don't have it. And it's always that thing of just like, I would buy it, but I might want to wait till it's a sale.
Yeah. I mean, Pokken has that too, where like, my brother's bought Pokken twice and he never plays it. He brought Arms and doesn't really play it that much. I was playing during the, when they were having the character, like, button things.
Yeah.
I really love the badges.
Crash.
Yeah, but it was just like...
Yeah, no.
I don't know. I gave up after a while.
Yeah. No, and it's not like it's not like there's really a struggle to find players online. It's just more like... It's like Pokken. There's not a struggle to find players online, so like a community could be made at any point. It's just hard to get those people to.
Yeah. And like you were saying about the when it came out and availability of the Switch and stuff like that, it's like it came out at a time where like when Smash comes out, it's gonna be easy to run Pokken things because everybody's gonna have Switches. But
yeah, no, that's what I realized. It's like I remember I was talking with someone and they're just like. And it's just like, you know, Pokken has all this trouble, and we're all wondering, I'm like, oh, how do we handle the Switch? How do we handle the technology? Oh, we could put them inside these cases or whatever, but it's expensive. But I know that when Smash comes out, they're going to pull out all the stops, and it's going to be so easy for them.
Yeah. Well, and what was funny, too...
That's not a diss against Smash, but, like,
well,
the Smash community work.
Yeah, well, I have a diss against Smash in that regard, though, which was back when Smash Ultimate was revealed, apparently nobody bought Switches. Like, I know Sleepy Kokiri I follow, and I'd see a lot of her stuff, and, like, even Esam and people. A lot of people just didn't buy Switches because Smash wasn't on it.
Yeah.
And so they're all like, well, how are we going to run these things? And Corkian was saying, like, dude, fucking Pokken figured this out, like, half a year ago. Like, we all were already doing it, you know?
Yeah, no, there's other communities that are already building it up. There's, you could look towards the Splatoon, you can look towards anyone, and they just don't.
Yeah.
I actually didn't know that a lot of the Smash community was having trouble, like, trying to figure out the Switch situation. I thought they would have, like, hey, look, here's what everyone's doing. Let's just make that work.
Yeah, I mean, you could just say what other fighting games are on the Switch, and then that's how you figure that out, but...
Even then, like, Smash would be a lot easier to
Ooh.
run because you need... Because of the way Smash works, you need literally half the Switches that most other communities need.
Yeah.
Like, we're all working land battle, and it's just like, yo, just work the Switches, man. It's that easy.
Yeah. Well, it's like, and Syzygy that was in the chat earlier, I don't know if he's still here, but he lives in Orlando now, too, and he wants me to come over and practice sometime, because he wants to, like, get a little more invested in Pokken. And it's just hard because it's such a pain in the ass to set up multiplayer, which is it's one of the biggest problems Pokken has had since its launch. And it's not something that can be fixed, really. And so a lot of times I just take the L and I play on the other side of the screen.
Yeah. No, even I remember I would play I think that was also one of my biggest issues, that, like, I remember when me and Gino would hang out, like, he doesn't have ARMS, but every single time I would have my Switch, I would ask him to play ARMS.
Yeah.
And he would want to play because, hell yeah, he likes Lollipop and everything.
Yeah.
But I realized, like, another big thing that kind of, like, has harmed Pokken, but almost, like, enhances ARMS in a way, is, like, ARMS is less of a pain to play when all you have is one Switch.
Yeah.
ARMS does not stutter like in absolute insanity. Even in portable mode, it doesn't stutter. Like, the frame rate's lower, but, like, you still get a consistently smooth gameplay experience out of it.
Thanks for the raid, Entertainment Hangover.
Always just... Huh?
Entertainment Hangover raided us with a party of 2. Thank you.
Ooh, nice. But yeah, it's always just kind of been that tough sell of just, like, we have the issue of just there's so much to set up because of the weird way that this game works. But I'm really surprised that Smash hasn't just, like, instantly, like, oh, this is going to be so easy. All we have to do is just have a Switch, which everyone's going to have.
I think if I had swords, I could have broken your shield. Oh, God. Yeah, man. The Switch is a goofy situation.
It is. It's a really weird system. There's never been anything like it in, like, any community. Because of the way that the dock works.
Yeah.
Like, I think we've had, like, there's been other communities that have played on portable systems. Like, hell, the freaking Mario Kart DS community made it to EVO 2008, but...
Well, and not even just that, but two console systems, because one thing that Swillo and me and Silva tried getting invested in for a little while, because they're still around. Anybody who doesn't know, the Anarchy Reigns community is still going strong.
Oh, dude.
And they are an online-only community, so they...
So bad.
Yeah, so they have to do that shit the hard way.
No, even poor freaking, like, the saddest, like, the big news at, like, CEO Otaku was like right after CEO Otaku was announced. It wasn't really, like, even, like, I don't think Pokken or ARMS is at CEO Otaku, but surprisingly, like, the game that had the biggest outcry of not being there was Dissidia.
Yeah. Everybody really
likes
Dissidia.
I know people tried. Everyone really likes Dissidia. Nobody wants to run Dissidia.
Yeah, or play it even.
Oh my God. Because it requires an internet. Like Jabali said, it's like I need to invest in internet specifically for you guys.
Yeah.
And then I need to have 6 consoles and at least like 4 setups going.
Yeah. Oh my God.
So that you people can play your teams.
I did it again.
Like, no. Like, at least the Gundam community can, like, force a weird thing of, like, LAN play like we do, but the Dissidia community just has, like, a billion hurdles to jump through.
Oh, God, that does so much damage. It sucks because I was really excited for Dissidia, and I wanted to go really hard in Dissidia, but then it's just, like, from playing it, and I streamed it a bunch of times, but it's just like it's a team game now, and that's not what I was looking for.
Yeah.
And so, like, because I liked it when it was a fighting game, and I was like, yeah, a fighting game. And then they said 3v3. I'm like, that could still be cool, because Anarchy Reigns is an arena fighting game, right? Like a 3v3, or it's a 2v2 arena fighting game. I'm like, that would be cool. But now it's more of a team game. And I don't know. I didn't really stick with it.
Yeah. No, that's why I never touched For Honor, was because it had so many different versions of like team mode that it was like, I don't really know if I want to do this.
I heard For Honor's been getting stupid, crazy, amazing updates.
It's been getting a lot of updates. Also, it recently got a thing where if you got the game, where like the second E3 hit, you could just get the game for free on like a starter pack.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So that's like pushed the community up like tenfold.
Well, they have like 3 more seasons planned out, too.
Yeah. Also, there's been the big internet fallout now that now that it's cool for everyone and their mom to hate on Overwatch.
Yeah.
PC players need something new to play, and nobody wants to jump from Overwatch to Fortnite. So PC players are looking for something new.
Yeah.
But also, since PC players hate fighting games, we kind of had to bait them into not playing a total fighting game.
Yeah.
Baited them with Souls combat.
That's what Pat from Best Friends was saying on the podcast recently. He was saying, like, he has friends from Final Fantasy XIV that hate fighting games, and they're like, oh yeah, man, fighting games are so shitty, but For Honor's great.
Yeah.
And he's like, they're being tricked. Like, they're flat out being tricked into playing a fighting game.
No, yeah, that happens into my friends. It's just like I can play with... my big problem with trying to... Like, I have enough of a community where where if all my friends played fighting games, I could have 8-man tournaments whenever. But the thing is, I have actual fighting game fundamentals, and I know what I'm talking about half the time. So every time I try and teach someone or try and play, even with a game that I don't know how to play, like I picked up Fighting EX Slayer, and the moment I bought it, I picked up the controller and I asked who wanted to play. And everyone kind of reluctantly is looking at everyone else to pick up a controller to play me. Because I have actual fundamentals, and I know how to do a basic combo, and I know how to do super inputs.
Well, and you know how to find a combo in any kind of system. Like, you can kind of test things as like, okay, how does this game's combo system work? I'm not even doing anything that crazy. I'm literally doing light, medium, heavy into special, and then canceling that special into a super. Yeah.
And it scares people.
Fighting EX Layer is super fun. I played like 6 matches total, but it's super fun.
Oh, dude, you have it?
My brother has it.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, like, dude, if you have it, like, we gotta play.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if he... I imagine he bought the physical version, but if he did, I can just put it in my PS4 and we could play. I liked Hokuto, and I picked Shadow Geist, Hokuto, and somebody else, and I remember I liked every character I played. Like, me and my brother both each took 3 characters, and we're like, oh, this is our first, second, and third, like, free. Oh, it was Blake or Blair or whatever.
Yeah, Blair.
Because I always forget
Blair's cool.
Isn't it Blake in Cross Tag Battle? Fuck.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah. But no, I've been picking up. I've been playing a lot of Fighting EX Slayer, but the problem is like nobody I know wants to touch Fighting EX Slayer.
Yeah. I just been hearing it's a bunch of goofball shit, and like the Gogi's completely busted.
It's great, but that's the point of it.
Yeah,
that's the whole point. I want to play Meister, and I want to do low kick Kara grab and grab you from like quarter way across the screen.
Yeah, and I want that kind of fighting game to exist, and I'm really glad that they're going, because they talked about DLC and shit, and like you can't fight an AI in that game. There's no fucking versus AI in that game at all.
It's just in, but they're being added soon though. Like I remember when they said like, hey, we're going to be adding Volcano Rosso and Blair Dom, or Volcano Rosso and Sharon, or no, Pullum Purna.
Yeah.
And they said, hey, we're going to add an arcade mode next. We're going to add like everything we can.
Yeah.
We're working hard on this game.
But I just mean
Like, I feel bad that you can't fight an AI, but like at the same time, this game was made on such a shoestring budget that like I'm shocked it was made at all.
Yeah, but that's the thing is like, who is the game made for? Because the Gogi is like a busted version of Gems, which nobody wanted, and it has absolutely no single player content, which everyone complained about Street Fighter V. So it's like, this is the ballsiest release of a bullshit like crazy fighting game that like shouldn't, by all accounts, should have died.
Yeah, but in my opinion, like I remember when Street Fighter V came out. In my humble opinion, I'm shocked that Overwatch made it out the door. In my opinion, if Overwatch was made by anybody that wasn't Blizzard, that game would have died immediately.
Fuck. Yeah, for sure. Oh
because
god,
there was literally only quick play, and when there was only quick play, I looked at that game and I'm like, why does everyone and their mother want to play this game for the rest of their life? But everyone says that Street Fighter V is like the biggest sin against gaming.
Yeah, and see, the thing is that I don't care about single player content in multiplayer games. And so for Street Fighter, I just wanted to play versus other people. And so I don't get, like, even now, they put arcade mode out and I was angry because I'm like, all you fucking assholes got what you wanted, and that makes me upset.
I remember arcade mode came out and it literally crashed on me like 3 times.
Yeah.
And I also remember one of my favorite Street Fighter V memories is like, I don't really like the game now, but I remember the convention was going on and it went on until like the early days of February, and I went on a Sunday, and that Sunday there was a bunch of PS4s gathered around just in case the beta went live. But you want to know, just in case the beta for Street Fighter V went live, and it did. But you want to know what was in that? What was in the middle of that stack of monitors? It was a TV playing the Super Bowl. I didn't watch the Super Bowl. I went to an anime convention and played the beta for Street Fighter V on a console I didn't own. That's how hype I was for that game.
Casanova says shooter fans are used to playing shitty games. And I mean, doesn't CS:GO like only have its online mode or whatever? Because I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know anything about it.
Shooter fans are used to getting ripped off like that.
Yeah.
I realized that shooter fans are used to getting ripped off because I remember there was this video that I saw on YouTube. It was by this guy called like Nixon or whatever, and he's like, Titanfall 2 died because it has too many modes to play in multiplayer. Do you see Overwatch? It had one mode, and that one mode is the reason that it worked, because you can't give fans too much choice. And I looked at that and I'm like, what on actual earth are shooter fans?
Yeah. It's so bizarre.
What on earth are those people? Like, people look at fighting games and are like, there's no arcade mode. I don't want to play fighting games because I don't want to get beat by people that are so much better than me.
Where's my cinematic story mode?
The exact... No, like, yeah, where's my story? Where's my arcade mode? Why can't I play single player? I don't want to get beat by people who are good online. And like shooter games, you'll run into the exact same situation. I played Overwatch only because my friends played it, and I'm like, I have no reason to play this game when I want to play on my own. Everyone's way better than me because I've never played shooter games before this, except Titanfall 2. And Titanfall 2 has a cool story that I like to speed run. Why would I play Overwatch?
Yeah, well, and for me, it's just that it's one of those things where like Overwatch's single mode is fun enough for me to play, and I'll just play with randos because I don't care, and I don't play shooters.
No, it is, and I understand that.
Yeah.
I understand that. I've told my friend I don't play Overwatch anymore. I just play Lucio.
Yeah. Well, I just played Zenyatta, and I had a lot of fun in particular because I'm just like, for some reason I'm just really good at aiming his projectiles. Like for some reason I understand like the way they move makes sense to me, and so I had a lot of fun just doing that.
Yeah, no, same with Lucio.
Yeah. And so like my brother complains, he's like, there's only one mode. I'm like, yeah, but that's all I want to do. Like, I don't want to play another mode. You know, I like delivering. Yeah, delivering the payload, and I like holding my base. So.
Yeah. No, and I mean, I've had more fun by doing like the custom mode. Like, honestly, the custom modes kind of saved me from Overwatch because I can do stupid stuff like make everyone's ults have instant startup, and then make everyone take like one hit KOs. So that way when you play elimination, it's just like nobody has cooldown. Everyone has ult. Just have fun playing this stupid broken mode.
Yeah, and they also kept making characters for me because like Mercy is a character, because I love white mages in Final Fantasy. And so Mercy's like a character design made for me. And Orisa with the big energy shield and the Gatling gun. Like everything about
Orisa, I've been playing literally since launch. Ever since her launch, I played Orisa, and I've been playing Orisa like through thick and thin, and I love that character.
yeah, good games, Radiant Howl. That was a lot of fun. And I was totally paying attention. I was talking a lot, but I was paying attention. That was really fun. We had a lot of great moments in there. Yeah, I'm excited to go back and watch those later. Other than those couple of Shadow Mewtwo matches where I spaced out a bit, but yeah, tons of fun. But yeah, yeah, no, Overwatch has a lot of characters that are just like appeal to me specifically. Even Sombra, because I love debuff characters, especially in Final Fantasy, and so Sombra worked really well for me. And yeah, but yeah, that was a good stream.
Yeah, it was.
Fun topics, fun matchup knowledge gained. Hopefully, I'll go back and watch those later. In the next stream, I won't lose to any Machamps on ranked.
All right.
And thank you, Casanova, for showing up, and whoever else was here. Yeah, thanks to everybody, and I'm not going to go through and read everyone's names because I know sometimes people don't like that, but thank you everybody who showed up. Thanks again, Entertainment Hangover, for hosting or for rating. I'm really confident in my whack opinion that is trash. Sorry about the random bits of lag. Yeah, no, it's fine, everybody. Oh, confident in your whack opinion that Overwatch is trash. Well, I've actually had, if you don't know Casanova, if you're not familiar with Pokken, there's a player named Horndrill who I have a couple of videos with on my YouTube. But Horndrill used to play competitive shooters before fighting games, and he explained to me why Overwatch is trash, and it made sense to me, and it was totally accurate, and I understand how, from a competitive standpoint and from, somebody who plays a lot of shooter games, why it's bad. And I forget everything he told me, but I understand what he told me, if that makes any sense. I couldn't repeat it back to you, but I get it. But then it's like I don't care because it's not my genre and it's not my audience or community or anything. So like it doesn't matter to me because I get online and I play my matches and then I'm done, and that's pretty much it. And I just want my pretty costumes because I just treat it like a mobile game essentially. Oh yes, yeah, Horndrill is a hunk and a half. Let me tell you, he's a wonderful guy. I should get him on here next time so he can yell at me about Scizor. He bullied me in general chat over my Scizor video. What's up?
Famed actor Horndrill.
Yeah, famed actor Horndrill. Georgia local. But yeah, thanks again everyone for watching. And if you hit me with the follow, hopefully I'll be on again sometime soon. I do Pokken. What else do I stream even? I haven't been streaming much. I want to do more I want to do Dragonfang and Yodanji more. Those the roguelike games, the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon kind of games. Those are really fun. But yeah, I stream Pokken mostly. Yeah, people like it. People can like trash. People watch the DC films. But anyway, I'll catch you guys later. And thanks again, Chris, for hanging out and helping out.
Yeah, no problem. Glad to be here.
And yeah, see you guys around.
Woo.